Hello and good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I apologize that if you tried to attempt to watch the previous video I posted, my audio on my computer is not working, so I am coming to you live from my cell phone. So let's talk about it. What I tried to post and what I'm going to rephrase here for you again is that we're entering week 5, which is a show what you know week. Okay, it's a week where you really have to come together and synthesize the information we've had in weeks 1 through 4 and really put together and show that you comprehend the course content, that you've moved through it slowly, deliberately, intentionally, that you've been responsible for your own learning, and that you've really understood. Because at the end of week 5, at the end of this week, you will be giving me 2 tasks, which are important. And they are heavily graded, and that is your leadership philosophy, which is a tight paragraph that pulls together the content we've covered thus far and provides sort of a framework and an outline for you and your own personal leadership based on what you've learned thus far. And also a vision statement, which is quick and easy, and there's a formula. So let's talk first about some things that I want to share with you based on everyone's performance thus far, particularly last week. So last week I still had, it was kind of the same as the week before. Week 4 and week 3, I had about somewhere between 8 to 12 students, depending on what section you're in, that did not submit assignments on time, and some did not submit assignments at all. And so I just want to remind you, it is critical that you guys are really rising to expectations, that you're holding yourself accountable, that you're realizing that you must move through life and move through this course, thinking about how do I take the information, the lessons I've learned, the experiences, the failures, the setbacks, the wins, the accomplishments, and how do I use this to inform myself moving forward? How do I go from having unproductive habits, such as procrastination, and how do I shift those? Because it's all under our power. It's all a choice that you make. So I encourage you to go back to every single week, every single assignment. Look at the information I have shared with you when I have given you your feedback. There's feedback on every single assignment. I'm not a professor who doesn't read your work. There is not AI doing my work for me, just as there should not be AI doing your work for you. I'm actually grading your assignments, looking at them and giving you feedback so that you can grow and get better every single week. So advance yourself, right? Level up and make sure that you are self-leading. So I want to encourage you to make sure that you are doing everything you need to do to be the academic you came here to be. You should be, as I have said, every single week, multiple times, checking your emails, Canvas messages, etc. every single day. You should be thinking about, do I have office hours for whatever professor, or student support hours if it's an online class that I need to attend to ask questions or follow up about an issue I'm having. I want you to make sure that you're following procedures in Canvas. So that means you're moving through Canvas deliberately, intentionally, and following all instructions. That means that you're not just going to the calendar or the to-do list. You are going to miss assignments. You do not have the course content. There is not a textbook. The content is within the module pages. So your job is to go through those module pages, watch everything, view everything, take quality college level notes on everything. And I'm giving you the advantage of allowing you those notes on every assessment. So take your time and move through the week carefully. Manage your time. So let's have a real talk, okay? Let's talk about yesterday. What did your day look like yesterday? Did you spend time being the academic you came here to be? This is critical. You have got to do the self-reflection necessary for self-leadership. So are you just talking about getting a degree, or are you about getting a degree? Meaning, are you taking time every single day to carve out blocks of time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever your schedule and your personality allows, you need to be carving out multiple blocks of time each day to get things done, whether it's at work, whether it's, after your kids go to bed, whatever your particular situation is, you need to use this content you are learning. You need to apply it and you need to grow. So really check in with yourselves, leaders, and make sure that you are growing and making the choice to get better and not stay stagnant, okay? It is a choice. So I look forward to seeing you guys move forward with that in mind. I should see you every single week applying what you're learning and growing. I should see change and progress every single week. So I encourage you to do that, and I encourage you particularly to do that this week on these tasks. So you need to get started now. Today is Wednesday. On Friday, you have the first assignment coming due, and that is the vision statement for the discussion board. Follow the formula and then reply to classmates. Full credit, easy peasy. Okay? As a leader, you should be able to envision a future where other people can't see it. Right? Leaders are able to regulate their own emotions in a crisis in order to calm down, see things as they actually are, make observations, and then make choices and decisions from thinking critically with a sound and calm mind. Okay? But this takes practice, right? This takes a lot of practice. So learn about yourselves, use all the tools that we have discussed, emotional intelligence, growth mindset, and apply them. Okay? So next, you're going to complete your leadership philosophy. Now, I have included a very long module with lots of information to help you get the best grade that you can on this important grade, but you are going to have to make sure that you don't leave it for last minute. Okay, this is an assignment that is a paragraph. However, this is a college level synthesized paragraph that needs to be cohesive. That means it's a short paragraph, but it needs to have cohesion and make sense and have all of the criteria required in that module. So actually, this is a challenging task, and you're going to need time to revise because the first time you look at it, you're going to have questions, you're going to have errors, you're going to have modifications you need to make, and you need time to get away from it so that you can come back to it with fresh eyes and look at it nice and clear. So what you're going to see in the module for your leadership philosophy, you are going to see that I have given you lots of information. Do not get overwhelmed by the words. Take your time, read through it, take notes as you go. The first thing it's going to tell you is that you need to brainstorm. Do not skip this step. The brainstorming section is there for a reason. It's everything you need to do to prepare to produce the best leadership philosophy you can. And your leadership philosophy is your understanding of your particular brand of leadership, right? Now that we've discussed all of these things, particularly this week, you're covering a lot of new information. Once you cover all of that and combine it from the information from the weeks prior, you're going to have a lot of good information to help you sort of decipher where you fall when it comes to different leadership approaches. And so you're going to brainstorm and go through that very carefully, write down all of your responses, and then you're going to take all that information, synthesize it into an 8 to 12 first person. That means you're going to use the pronouns I and me because this is about you and your leadership. There is no room here. No room for generative AI. There is no room here for you to try and use or abuse anything other than yourself, okay? So make sure there are no outside resources here. It wouldn't help you anyway. You've got to pull this information together and have it make sense for you and then have it be cohesive, which means it needs to take time so that you can let one idea easily flow into the other. Follow directions carefully. Edit for college level. I'm talking to some of you. I need capital letters. I need punctuation. If it asks for numbering, things need to be numbered. You guys need to follow directions. You need to edit for college level. Make sure that things, when it has your name on it, you're really proud of the work that it is and that it's nice and polished, okay? Review the rubric. Make sure you have everything you need, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to support you. So I encourage you guys to do your best this week. Show up and show out. You can do it. It is a choice. Step into your greatness. I know you can do it. Let me know if you need me.